Hello, this is Adam with Tech Dive AV Club, and we're in Vegas Pro 17, and I got a quick one for you today. So, a lot of times you see progress bars on things, and you think, how do I do that? Well, there's actually probably 145 correct answers to that question. We're going to talk about one of those solutions today, and it's the simplest solution. So, this is the poor man's, lazy man's solution. Now, it's very effective, it's going to look good, it's something that you don't have to spend a lot of time on. So first, come up here to your Media Generators tab. So it's this tab right here. Grab a solid color, anything you want. I'm going to grab green because green is nice and bright and easy to see, and that's what I just want to like show you exactly what you're seeing. I'm going to make mine be obnoxious. However, if you do want a more muted color or more subtle color or a specific color, there's all sorts of options here. You got any color you want in this little color picker. But we're going to go with just a nice, obnoxious green. So, now I got this obnoxious green. Now, there's a couple of things I want to note about where my media is. One, I got the media that I want the progress bar on right here above the... the media I want the progress bar on right here with some space in between the front here, because it's not, I don't want this right up against the beginning of the timeline. I'm going to need a little wiggle room. You'll see why in a minute. And then I've got a track, an extra track. I actually got an extra couple of tracks, but I got an extra track in here. You only need one, and that is where this is going to be, because this is going to be our progress bar. So first we have to create a progress bar, and the easiest way to do that is to just hit this event pan crop button right here. Now with the event pan crop, you can just crop out what you don't want and create a shape, a very simple geometric shape of a rectangle, but that's really what we want for a progress bar. Like I said, there's 100 ways to do this. If you want something fancier, just make a PNG. We have a tutorial about how to do that in paint.net. But if you see here, if you have this X and Y locked, you'll always have the same size rectangle, and it'll be whatever your 16 by 9 or 4 by 3 or whatever you have selected, it'll stay that size. We don't want that, right? Because we don't want this kind of rectangle. We need a skinny rectangle. So we're going to unclick this X and Y lock, and that'll let me actually deproportion it and make it skinnier. And I can make it to where it almost goes to the edge of the screen and make it real thin like that, like a progress bar. And so that's all great and good, but it's not going to look right just yet, because when you put it on top, usually progress bars aren't dead in the center of the screen. They're usually at the bottom, the lower thirds, or even lower than the lower thirds sometimes. When I say lower thirds, that if you divide the screen into thirds, there's a line. That's the upper thirds. The second line is the lower thirds. That's about where we're going to try and put this thing. So we're going to go to Video Effects, and we're going to grab the Picture-in-Picture effect, and then just click and drag that right on here, and then resize it to exactly where you want it to be. Just click and drag, that simple, and boom, there you go. Now you've got a bar on the bottom of the screen, and it looks like a progress bar. So if we play it though, we don't have any progress, nothing's happening. So the next thing we need to do is to make a transition, so fade this whole thing over the entire length of the clip to where it'll be fading slowly. And then go to your Transitions tab and select Linear Wipe. And then here, for most loading bars, if it's like running out of time, you can go right to left. If you're trying to like add loading time, you can go left to right. But go ahead and grab the one you're looking for and drop it over your slow transition, right? So as a reminder, you get this fade effects by grabbing the corner, and you should see Linear Wipe all the way across. And now if you watch it, it's going to almost be correct at this point. You're going to see the loading bar go through, and there's a couple of problems though. It's going to end a little early, and it's going to start a little late. That's why we needed the extra space here. We actually need to start the wipe a little early, because the wipe actually starts right here, and you don't see it taking away the progress bar yet. So we need to start it a little sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of, just grab the side of this clip, drag it, add a little bit more, grab the side of this clip, drag it, add a little bit more, and then create the linear wipe here. I'm going to arrow through, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't start wiping. See, it starts wiping a little soon, so I'm going to make it a little shorter. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't start wiping until, see, a little too soon. So I'm going to move it this way a little bit. Now it's a little too late. You can see I don't want anything to go away until right at the very beginning. So I'm going to move this like one frame over. Okay, one more frame. There we go. That starts right there at the beginning. Now I want to make sure this ends at the end. So let's arrow it out. And it doesn't end at the end. So we're going to shorten this a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit of a balancing act. This is probably the harder part because you change the overall length of the transition, but you'll be able to get it, see, just about right. And then let's look here at the beginning. So if you're going to fudge it anywhere, you can fudge it at the beginning. It's going to be a little hard to grab the side, so go ahead and the corner of it will be a little easier, the lower corner, when you have the whole thing faded. I'm going to shorten it just a little bit, and then that should do it. So there we go. It starts, and it ends. When you're rendering it out, you need to render it out with the loop progress region right here on the corners. This is true for Movie Studios and Vegas Pro. You'll see the same clip in both tutorials. Usually that's not the case, but this time I'm going to double it up. So right here you see this little corner, the highlight right there. I do not want to get this whole thing. I don't want to go to the end. I just want this part, not the little wings. Then you can right click it and then render to new track. This works for Movie Studios and Pro. When you hit render to new track, it's going to pop up a little dialog box. This, make sure you have render loop region only selected. When you do, then you can name it whatever you want and render it, and it's going to pop out, boom, on a new track when you're done. And that is a way to do the effect. Now, don't render things too much. Make sure that you're rendering it to the same codec that you're going to be final exporting to. You don't want it to over compress. That's a different tutorial subject there, but this is a way, if you need it, if you need more the progress bar to be part of a bigger project, that is a way to do it. If you want to learn more about the fancier ways to create a progress bar, I would highly suggest leaving me a comment and letting me know, because we can add PNGs. I have several other ways of doing this, but this is the simplest way. This is the easiest, simplest way. So let me know if you have any tutorial ideas. The last one did not count as one of the 50 videos. It was just an ad. This is one of the 50 videos. I'm going to have a power play of them coming out shortly. I've been working on big videos, and I had to take a break from those because I ran into some technical difficulties. But big videos are coming out soon, but we're going to do some smaller ones like this one. Anything you buy through the affiliate links helps us out. If you're new to editing, you can check out my Udemy courses where I teach you 3 separate projects you can follow along with. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.